what is life all about? It's about spending time with our family. It's about making money. Obviously, last week there was huge amount of pain in the market. Everyone was freaking out, but not wake up every single morning and worry to know that it's not all bullshit. So Bitcoin is going to rise. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Good morning, guys. It's Tim from FNGO, the channel that brings you everything from the world of crypto, sports, news, and lifestyle. And thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Guys, if you could start my week off amazingly, if you could like the video, if you could subscribe to the video, put on the notification bell, it would massively help me and the channel out. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and a nice morning to wake up to with regards to the Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin price is currently sitting at 63,874 as of this very second. And I want to look at this graph, which is the daily candle graph, and just kind of zoom out, because I think sometimes when we're in crypto, if in doubt, zoom out and let's really see where we are. And look, we've just had such an amazing run since basically 10th of September. We've just been, well, actually probably the 10th of October, and we've just had such an unbelievable run. And obviously last week there was huge amount of pain in the market. Everyone was freaking out, but if you look down, we dropped from 64 down to 57, and then we bounced right back up. So 3 days of pain, but ultimately we're back up. We're hovering around the 63, 64 mark. So let's see what the market has in store for us this week. If we start looking at the other crypto prices, we've got Ethereum around 3,133, BNB 590. So not a huge amount. They've been relatively quiet. Bitcoin is going sideways, then most of the other ones are going sideways. The dominance is still very much on Bitcoin at the moment. FetchAI has had a pretty nice run over the last 24 hours at 12.7, but the top gainer recently was Friends Tech. Now, interestingly, I actually saw someone I met talking about Friends Tech the other day, him saying that he was doubling down on Friends Tech, and then actually it pumped around 40%, maybe something he knew that the rest of us didn't. Now, going into sports, guys, now, as you know, FNGO, we're placed here in Dubai, we're placed here in the Middle East, and actually the Saudi Arabia League that has got the likes of Ronaldo, the likes of Benzema, they are in talks to produce a documentary series in the hopes of selling streaming companies' services to Netflix, with people familiar with the matter. The Saudi Pro League wants to showcase its impact on the world of football, are starting a host of players. Organizations have been in talks to hire Whisper TV, an independent production company co-founded by Formula One driver David Coulthard. One of the people said. SPL didn't respond to requests for comment. Whisper TV wasn't available to comment. Representatives of Netflix and Saudi Arabia Ministry of Sport declined to comment. But I think this would be super cool, you know. I think it would be great to have a little bit of insight into what's going on in Saudi Arabia, because when I'm sitting here in Dubai, when I'm flying to Saudi, and I'm really seeing the growth and the impact of sports in this region, it's really difficult to be able to convene that over to the Western world of how important this region is becoming and what is actually happening here from sports perspective. And actually sports fans, the passion, the teams, like really it is amazing. And actually, speaking of Arsenal and speaking of invincibles and speaking of legends, we've got Arsenal legend Jens Lehmann, who actually created and took the brand mark, or the trademark, I should say, of the Invincibles tag. For anyone that doesn't know, Arsenal's last greatest team, apart from the one that we have at the moment, which maybe will win the league, we'll look at that in a minute, was the Invincibles, where we went a whole season unbeaten. Now, Jens Lehmann, our goalkeeper, he actually bought the trademark of that, and now there's talks that Jens Lehmann could be launching an Invincibles cryptocurrency or a non-fungible token after securing the trademark. Now, I don't know what he would do as a cryptocurrency for this. I think from an NFT perspective, potentially, but I think he would need to position in such a different way. And really, to make this work, I think he needs the partnership of the sports club as well. I think if he just goes and does this completely on his own, I think you're going to have far more strength and far more weight if he actually brings it in. And if he just launches this as an NFT, then it's never going to work. It's going to be doomed for failure. You've got to position this is like a membership club as the Invincibles, and then you get to go and meet people, and you get to do this, and you get to go do that. And there needs to be some really thought out strategy here. Otherwise, it's just going to be seen as a cash grab. And we know what sports fans think of cryptocurrency and cash grabs. So that's what we're all about here. We're all about trying to rebuild that connection between sports fans and crypto fans to know that it's not all bullshit. So again, guys, if you like the video, if you subscribe to the video, it would help me out. So thank you so much. So what else? So Bitcoin has outperformed Amazon and Netflix over the last decade. Well, look, this is nothing new. We know over the last decade it's been the best performing asset. And I think like any person, whether you're a big investor, whether you're not a big investor, you should just be holding some Bitcoin. Like you should, even, yes, it may go down, but your stocks may go down as well. But ultimately, Bitcoin is going to rise. You have too many institutions, you have too many big players coming into this. You now have a limited supply after the halving being when the number of Bitcoin's miners can mine goes in half. So there is still a demand. There's the same level of demand, but only 450 blocks and 450 Bitcoin are being produced a day. Okay, so that's been cut in half. And then in another 4 years, that's going to be cut in half again. So we are reducing the supply. So Bitcoin is going to rise. We're probably going to get anywhere between 120 and 300,000, depending when this bull run really kicks off again. So I just think, look, you as an investor, look, what is life all about? No one wants to just constantly work for someone. We can love our jobs, we can do all of that, but it's about spending time with our family. It's about making money. It's about having freedom. That's what it is. That's what life should be about. It's about having freedom for you and I to be able to go and do whatever we want, to be able to go and watch a football game, to be able to go and spend money, not wake up every single morning and worry. And a great way to be able to do that is to focus on positivity, to try and meditate, but more importantly, financial freedom is going to help us. Financial freedom is going to give us a positive state of mind, and Bitcoin can help you do that. I'm not saying it's going to take all your worries away. I'm not saying it's going to make you a millionaire, but it is going to make you money. Rather than having that £1,000 sitting in the bank, that £10,000 sitting in the bank, that you're not touching, it's in your savings anyway. If you can put some of that into Bitcoin, it will rise. It will. Like over the next 18 months, it will be above 61,000 or 63,000 that it is this morning. Look, not financial advice. That's my view, but we're all here to get a good life, to be happy, to do good to one another. So that's my view anyway. And then speaking of football, guys, oh my God, Man City, please. When will you stop winning and winning and winning? Man City beat Wolves 5-0 yesterday, 2 days ago on Saturday. Arsenal beat Bournemouth 3-0. So look, 1 point separating us, but Man City have one game in hand. There's 2 games left. Man City have 3 games. They have 3 games that they need to win. Bounce, bounce, bounce. One of them's against Tottenham. I actually don't know who the other 3 are against. So their next game is against Man City on Tuesday against Tottenham at Tottenham. Can our arch rivals do us a favour and beat them and let us potentially win the title? But on Sunday, we've got Manchester United. So it is a big weekend of football here. So let's see. But guys, getting very, very excited at the top of the Premier League. Arsenal still running to the end, to the last game at least. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Anyway, guys, look, that is it from me today. I wish everyone a beautiful Monday. Please like, please subscribe to the channel. It will massively help me out, and have a wonderful week. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.